hauling some serious NSX across the backstretch in the event the brief circus ride commences. Flat out into your dip on top of a sweeping right-hander, the Acura supercar unsettles, and suddenly there's that feeling as if the body's lifting far from the chassis while your gastrointestinal tract is heaving upward. In an instant, the vehicle flattens and wiggles, and now we giggle. Note to self, when I'm inside driver's seat, I'm hitting that thing hard. As we pull back in the pit portion of the Takazu Proving Ground, I ask the driving force who's been hustling me within the updated 2019 Acura NSX during some recon laps around Takazu's fabulous 17-turn, 3.85-mile circuit what he's noticed probably the most about the modifications to the automobile. It corners flatter, he tells, in the typically understated Japanese way. Copy that. It is practical given the changes for the 2019 NSX at a performance standpoint are limited in scope to some number of upgrades created to make it, well, corner flatter, thanks with a team helmed by NSX development lead Satoshi Mizukami outside of Japan. Hardware swaps included by adding new, stiffer stabilizer bars front 26% and rear 19%. More attention was paid to your rear of the auto to shore within the bushings 21% stiffer along with the NSX's rear hub setup is 6% more rigid than before, as outlined by Acura. Tune in the hardware, and you're going to have to tighten inside the ones and zeros of some in the software also to make sure everything works in concert. So Mizukami-san's team attended town around the NSX's electrical energy steering. The all-wheel drive power unit. The NSX possesses his own unique version of Acura's SHOD system, active magneto or rheological dampers, and the auto's stability control setup. Then there's the matter with the NSX's base tire, which took a beating that has a rubber hose by some critics once the new generation car first debuted. Acura NSX chassis design lead Masafumi Inoue guaranteed to let us know in regards to the new standard fitment tire with the 2019 NSX, the Continental Sport Contact 6, sized at 245/35ZR19 in the front, 305/30ZR20 rear. Acura worked directly with Continental for the tire, containing further rigidified sidewalls along with a slightly softer compound as opposed towards the previous tire. The result can be about a 15% increase in grip, with an uptick in lateral G in the 1.02% range, Inoue-san said. He also added that improving wet weather traction became a focus. Through everything, the CS had one overarching goal planned: increase cornering performance. While you were able to still get a collection of optional Pirelli Truffaut to the NSX if you're aiming to eke out a little smidge more for the limit handling, Acura officials we've spoken with and been spoken to about the auto have always stressed value of being able to drive the NSX in different condition, any day, every day, and tires certainly are a huge part of that equation. But enhancing the performance envelope on the Contis was clearly a major emphasis point. When Acura trumpeted that this 2019 NSX was 2 seconds faster around Japan's Suzuka circuit versus the 2018 model, the CS set the mark in a very car shod using a set of Sport Contact 6 rubber. When arrived to get my laps on throughout the Takazu's winding course, these factoids were swirling around my helmeted head. I also attempted to access my dusty memory banks for info on my driving experiences inside the 2017 NSX. Everything was familiar. The cabin, save a pricey new optional indigo blue semi-nylon leather and Alcantara trim package quality car was designed with, hasn't changed. The sports seats are that same combination comfort and snug bolstering which will make you feel as you could lap in everything day and night. Turning that familiar knob in middle and the center stack to track mode sharpens the NSX's spidey senses. the same 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 wails, whizzes, and whirs behind your brain, supplemented by 3 electric motors that produce 573 horsepower and 476 lb-ft of torque all-in. A 9-speed dual-clutch tranny continues to be swapping the gears with fluidity and precision, and it is brakes slow everything down forcefully and progressively. You may also order the calipers in multiple colors. On the outside, there really are a few new shiny black trim bits, a color-keyed grille top piece. Oh, and don't your investment thermal orange pearl paint option. Acura won't enable you to even if you wished to. We're inside a lead-follow situation around Takeo's killer circuit, which includes been modeled in sections to mimic the Nürburgring, and in reality both the Green Hell and Takeo have played a role inside the development in the first-generation NSX likewise as the new car. Takeo's track features 188 feet of elevation adjustments to addition to its 17 turns. Then there's that crazy whoop-dee-do. It was even much more of a ride from when driving. Without the advantage of a back-to-back stint inside a previous model year NSX, that it was nigh impossible to genuinely discern just how much the changes have changed the behavior with the 2019 NSX. And honestly, necessities such as types of subtle modifications that only seasoned pros like your own Andy Pilgrim could likely feel with any real certainty. But might know about did relearn about our former all-star was the amount of we love driving the NSX at speed. The only thing holding us back was the lead driver as we got a feel to the track probably an excellent. This car could make you believe you're a hero, it dares someone to drive harder, to stretch your limits since its digital gauge symphony and piped redline wail assault your mind space. When you run from talent, it's there to reel you last, as it did when I cooked it too difficult into Takeo's backside list of S's. Does it corner flatter? We're uncertain it had to, but just about any incremental improvement with a car this good is welcome as much as we're concerned. We also stood a chance to use the NSX on some Takeo's other featured attractions during our day on the facility, that is located on roughly 2,000 acres from the central region in the northernmost Japanese island of Hokkaido. Lush with birch and pine forests and framed by volcanic mountains, most of Hokkaido is sparsely populated farmland that other versus the Japanese stuff wouldn't look from place inside upper Midwest. Built in 1993 from the wake of Honda's first Nürburgring development experience, Takeo is growing to include a top-speed oval, which we experienced a chance to experience a portion of at speeds approaching 140 miles per hour, plus a lovely little blindingly fast twin-turbo blast it absolutely was. There's and a major skid pad and many stretches developed to mimic roadways from the US and Europe. A variety of it even features imported dirt along with materials on the roads they're wanting to mimic. Given its northern Japanese location, it's another favorite winter testing spot. As far as proving grounds go, and that we've seen greater than a few, Takeo is one with the best. Acura's taken some heat for hyping the NSX's everyday usability, for relying a lot on software suggestions to augment driver inputs, bringing about cries of and lack of soul. To these criticisms we say to everyone their own. In essence that's the nice thing about cars such as NSX, it's one of many within a pantheon of recent-era supermachines which may have forged their particular high-performance pathways. Speaking of, Acura in addition has put its precision-crafted performance moniker where its mouth is to use its NSX GT3 race car. It unveiled its new Evo version, therefore we're betting you will see even more in store for your refreshed 2019 Acura NSX soon enough, be it a Type S, a Target model, or some different. Though minor in scope, adjustments to your vehicle send a signal how the NSX isn't going anywhere. With no matter what you think of it, the automotive world's a much better place for it. 2019 Acura NSX specifications. Price: $159,300 base. Engine: 3.5-liter twin-turbo 24-valve V6500 HP at 65,007,500 revolutions per minute, 406 lb-ft at 20,006,000 revolutions per minute, plus 3 electric motors. Peak power: 573 HP, 476 lb-ft. Transmission: 9-speed dual-clutch automatic. Layout: 2-door, mid-engine, AWD coupe. EPA mileage: 2,122 miles per gallon city hui. LXWXH: 176.0 by 87.3 x 47.8 inches, wheelbase 103.5 inches, weight 3,878 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 3.0 seconds, top speed 191 miles per hour.